Good morning, parents of St. Joe's, and welcome back. I recently had an opportunity to have a great conversation with our teachers, and we've learned that we realized a lot about education in the past few months. Most importantly, we forged an unbelievable relationship with you, our parents, in educating our students. We came to realize that although important, although essential, a strong academic program is not enough. We need to pay attention to the social, emotional, and yes, spiritual growth of our children. Heck, that's been the creed at St. Joe's forever, the development of the whole child. So, it's time that we roll up our sleeves and come together to get our kids safely back in school. Come join me. So here's what we've done so far. We've submitted a plan to the state outlining 3 options: an online, a back live, and a hybrid situation. All 3 plans have been approved by the New York State Education Department and by the Department of Health. We have included those 3 plans as an attachment in our parent newsletter to you several weeks ago. We've also created specific procedures and protocols. Those were mailed to you directly last week, along with an attachment to the parent newsletter. All of these documents have been created with input from you, the parents, students, teachers, administration, and community members. We thank you all for your input. My goal for this discussion today is to review and highlight the procedures, reinforce your part and your responsibility as parents, and to answer some specific questions that have already been asked. To start, we are going to offer a 5-day, 100% back in school option. If you're not comfortable sending your child back to school, we will provide an online option to accommodate your specific needs. Should in the future we need to go to a complete online option, we are fully prepared and ready to do so. So let's begin with some procedure highlights. First, our school hours. Early arrival will be from 7 o'clock until 7:30. Regular arrival will be from 7:30 until 8. End of the day pickup will be from 2:30 until 2:45, and our extension program will run from 2:45 until 5 o'clock. Entering the building. Parent drop-off, as previously stated, early drop-off will be from 7 until 7:30, and regular drop-off from 7:30 until 8. You're to drop your students off in the back parking lot. Please do not enter through the Main Street parking lot. Come in Sutton Lane or the UB parking lot. Students will be temperature checked and COVID questioned while in the car. Parents, please do not get out of your car. The COVID questions that your child will be asked will be the following. Have they had symptoms of COVID in the past 14 days? Have they tested positive for COVID in the past 14 days? Have they been in contact with anybody who's tested positive for COVID in the past 14 days? And have they traveled into a restricted area over the past 14 days? If they have shown a temperature of 100 degrees or higher or answered yes to any of the questions, we will ask that you take them home. Bus drops and walkers will be temperature checked in the front of the building and asked the same COVID questions. If they have a temperature of 100 degrees or higher, or if they answer yes to any of the COVID questions, they will go directly to the nurse and remain in the containment room. The parent will be called and asked to come in and pick them up immediately. Containment rules. If your student displays COVID symptoms and they test positive or they do not have a test, they are to stay home for 10 days after the symptoms have gone. If they test negative for COVID, they need to stay home for 24 hours after the symptoms are gone. If they've been in close contact, that is within 6 feet for 10 minutes or more with a person suspected of COVID or has tested positive for COVID, they are asked to stay home for 24 hours for observation. Here are some rules that are guiding the instruction. Students are to keep a social distance of 6 feet apart, wear a face mask, or use their desk shield at all times. Face masks are to be worn at all times when in hallways or in general areas. All students will be given a protective plexiglass desk shield. All efforts will be made to reduce student movement and contact. Lockers and cubbies will be staggered 6 feet apart. All windows, doors will be open whenever possible, and we've installed new air filters in our ventilation system. And we will limit the use of shared classroom materials. Special classes will be provided. PE will be outside whenever possible. Music, students are to be kept 12 feet apart when singing or playing wind instruments. And in our class, please look forward to a supply list. Hallways and stairs. One-way traffic in all hallways and stairs. They'll be marked by arrows on the floor. Staggered movement times and 6 feet distance with spot markings in the hallways. Drinking fountains will be shut off. We ask that you please send your students in with bottles of water. Bottles of water will be provided here in the office if necessary. Uniforms. We've tried to make it easy as possible. Gym uniforms may be worn every day. White polo tops with navy shorts or slacks may be worn, or our standard jumpers may also be worn. The key is that all clothing must be washed on a daily basis. Our cafeteria. We encourage you to pay monthly. 2 classes at a time can fit safely in the cafeteria, while 1 class will eat in their room. We'll have social distance. There'll be 2 students per table, along with their plexi shields. Bathrooms and lockers, 4 students at a time in the lavatory, of course, keeping 6 feet apart. They will wait outside, keeping 6 feet apart, and 1 student at a time per class will be sent to the bathroom. The office is to be very limited in traffic. Parents, please make an appointment to see the teacher or an administrator. Best way to communicate is through Blooms, email, text, or by phone. Dismissal, please wait in your cars. Students will come to you. Do not get out of your car or attempt to enter the building. Cleaning and disinfecting. Nightly deep cleans will occur. During school inspections and touch-ups will occur. All staff will touch up high-use areas. Checklists and logs will be maintained, and additional staff will be directed to help with the cleaning and disinfecting. Our playground will be used by our students 1 class at a time. They are to wash their hands before use and after use, and to, of course, maintain 6 feet social distance while in the playground. Here are some specific parent roles and responsibilities. Please health check your child every morning. Get a thermometer, take their temperature. If they have a temperature higher than 100 degrees, please keep them home. Also, look for the following signs of COVID: high fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle body aches, headaches, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. If your child shows any of these signs, please keep them home. If a child is sent home due to suspected COVID, please follow the COVID containment rules. Please send your child to school with clean clothes or a clean uniform daily. Send them with a water bottle and sanitizer. Send minimal supplies. Make sure their backpack is clean and their lunchbox is clean. Cell phones are okay. They'll be collected by the homeroom teacher and kept in the office. Please do not enter the building. Make an appointment to see your child's teacher or the administration, or even best, communicate through email, Blooms, text, or phone. Report all absences and reason for absences immediately. Please supply us with 2 reliable phone numbers, and if called, come pick your child up immediately. Thank you. Will we we provide a virtual option? Yes, in fact, we will. If you're not comfortable sending your student to school right away, we will provide online instruction. What if your child is sent home? If your child is sent home, please follow the containment rules, and as long as your child is at home, we will provide online instruction. Will parents be notified if we have a COVID case in school? Yes, absolutely. You will be notified in writing. Also, the New York State Education Department will be notified along with the Department of Health. What about busing? Well, so far, our suburban schools have guaranteed us busing whether they are back in school or not. The City of Buffalo has not made a decision yet one way or the other. We will keep you posted on that. Did parents have input into the plan? Yes, they have. We sent out a parent questionnaire in our newsletter. Parents have been texting, calling, and writing in. And I've had quite a few phone conversations with parents. So yes, parents have had a major input in these plans. What about walkers? How are they to enter the building? Walkers are to enter the building with the bus riders through the front door. Will we provide protective equipment? It's encouraged that you send your child to school every day with a clean face mask. If you forget or if there's an opportunity, we will, of course, provide face masks and any other safety materials that you may wish. And lastly, uniforms. Yes, you can wear the school uniforms. We tried to make it a little bit easier and allow students to wear their gym uniforms any day, or to wear a white polo with navy blue slacks or shorts. The key thing is no matter what they wear, please make sure that it's cleaned daily. Thank you. I recently read a letter from St. Paul where he said faith without works is dead. Parents of St. Joe's, I believe with our strong faith, our hard work, and our diligence, we can make it safe for our children to come back to school. Education is the very backbone of our American society. I know and I'm confident that we can do this. I look forward to seeing you all back in school.